Hello, this is the first of 3 videos to learn to play an exercise called marching orders. And here's the music. So just to point out, we've got 2 sharps in the key signature, 4 beats in a bar, 4 crotchets in a bar, ends on D at the end. So this is in D major. And as I mentioned in the other exercise, D major is one of our grade 2 scales, which has F sharp and C sharp. So that may help us with playing it. So this video, we're just going to learn the right hand first of all. Let's get really confident with this. The full speed is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's more like a quick march almost, isn't it? But it's rather, it says marching orders here. A march, it can actually be a piece of music called a march, which you would march to potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. So your first bit, you're going to go D with your thumb. It doesn't say your thumb, but it's kind of got to be really, because you're going to go up to A, which is 5 notes above D, so it makes sense to with your thumb up to A. That is a tie, that is a slur. It causes lots of confusion. So if the notes are the same and you've got the lines passing between them like that, that's a tie. That's just one long extended note. That note continues into the next bar. Those 2 little notes there, they're obviously changing notes. They can't be a tie, and that one is a slur. This one is a tie. That one is a slur. So remember, tie is just one big note, 2 things tied together, and then a slur means to play legato, to play smoothly. So we're just trying to get some nice contrast between smooth and staccato here, okay? Music, a lot of music is all about getting contrast between different things, loud and soft, fast and slow. And in here, the contrast between staccato and legato, smooth and spiky, okay? So I'm going to play the first bit through. So to begin with, we go D, D. Now, that here, that E at the end of the second bar, has actually got a 1 written over it in the music, so it's actually a change of position. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and bring my thumb onto it, okay? So you can try and do that with me. So here we go. If I just do a big and. And I'm resisting the temptation to sit on the E because it's staccato. Next note is A with your second finger. And you play 2 of those A's and go up to D. See it there? A, D. So this is what we've got so far. Okay. Now another little thing, that next bit's going to be quieter, so that's going to be loud, that's going to be quiet. So I'm going to do the same thing again, but I'm just going to bring that dynamic in as well. So we go quieter. Okay. Now we've got to that long D. This last bit, let's just have a look at it in there. So there's the long D. Now watch out, you're coming down, but that's C sharp, okay? So it's D, sharp on the C sharp, B, back onto the C sharp, nice and spiky, staccato, skip down to A, and then that's the same note with the D above it. Also, whenever I'm looking at notes, a chord, 2 notes at the same time, I'm always wondering about what the distance is between something, because knowing the distances between notes can really help you read more accurately. So that note's the same, and I just know from experience that that's a 4th. It's just very slightly, if the notes were just sitting on top of each other, that would be a 3rd, say A to C. But there, it's just a little bit of space. So it's just, instead of being that, it's going to be that, okay? So here's the whole of the right hand bit. Quieter. And for your last chord, I'd suggest just doing 2 and 5 like that. You could change onto that, but basically as long as you get those notes. Here it is again. Quieter. And that's it. So you might want to go back over this video, or if you think you've got it sorted, maybe just pause it, have a little go. But when you're ready, I'm going to count it in here, and we're going to play it one last time, just the right hand bit. Really important to have the contrast between the staccato and the legato, and the loud and the fairly quiet. So forte loud, mezzo piano moderately quiet. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb, quieter, C sharp.